Today we're going to take a look at Oh My Lair. This is a little print and play game put out by Experimental Playground. The designers are Robertson Sondo and Jason Sondo. This is a single sheet print and play, so it's one sheet of rules, just one side, and then the rest of the components fit on another sheet. You get a map with a track here, some little tokens to track resources and money, and then some creatures, heroes, which are actually the bad guys of the game, and these little mojo tokens. And then you have to provide your own dice. They recommend up to 6. So this, I've played this a couple times. It's a really cute little game. For what it is, it's fairly simple, but it feels like you're doing something, and it feels like you are making choices for the 15 minutes or so that it spans. So basically what you do is 3 of these heroes are going to go onto the map, and when they're on the map, they're soldiers, and this is their defense down here. And they're kind of all evocative of some fairly typical things. Here's a nice little dwarf. You have a interesting fellow in green here. A nice wizard. The art on it's amazing. But back to the game. So 3 of these will go out, and they'll be soldiers. You can go and fight them, and once you fight them, you can dig for resources there. And the other one is going to come up here. They start in their homeland, and each turn they get closer and closer to My Lair. If they get there, it's game over. So on your turn, what you get to do is you get upkeep, which means you get your dice back. The dice are your minions in the game, and these guys are creatures. The next thing you can do is order. What you do is you order the minions to either dig for gold here or research. Digging for gold obviously gets you gold. Research. 3 of these guys will be available to buy for their resource cost on them. This costs a circle, a square, a triangle, and 3 gold, whereas this slime only costs 2 gold. So 3 of these will be available. The rest will be in the pool. Research lets you draw 1 of them from the pool for every 3 pips you roll. You can also send minions into a region to attack a soldier. And then the next phase is I'm trying to think where that is. You can, when you buy creatures, what you do is you place them on this track, and then when the hero gets to that creature, they fight, and you can actually stack creatures up, and you're basically trying to stop the hero from getting there. The next phase is buy, where you obviously get to buy minions, and then the hero moves, and then if the hero moves onto someone, they will fight. So I'll get it set up and we'll come back. So I guess we should take a closer look at the components for the creatures and the heroes. Like I said earlier, this is the cost to buy it. So this costs 1 circle resource, and this is the power. That's how many dice they get to roll when they're attacking. This wizard here, kind of like a block game, they have steps on them. So if it gets hit, they're rotated. This number, if it's the hero, which is on the outside track, that's the number you need to roll to cause 1 step loss. This number down here is if it's what are they called? A soldier out on the field. So the setup, I have my pit of creatures here, and then 3 out. Up here we have the wizard in the triangle space, which is the Forest of Tears. Elephant Plains has this Final Fantasy character looking guy. And the Tolkien-esque dwarf is down here in Rat Glod Wastes. Another action I forgot to mention is you can dig for resources, and that's I knew it was there, I just couldn't place it. And there you can come in here, you roll however many dice you put in there. This for every 4 pips, for every 5 pips, and for every 6 pips, you get one of those resources. So Elephant Plains here is a square resource that is 6 pips, and to get a golem who rolls 3 dice while attacking is 3 squares plus a gold. We have our unknown hero up here, and we are ready to begin. Yeah, I think all the resources start at 0. I should know this. I mean, it's the rules are very simple, and it's kind of one of those things where you don't really have to learn them because you can go step by step for the first couple of turns. So my first turn, when you're fighting a soldier, if you don't damage them, you lose one of your minions, which is what your dice, and you can buy minions during the buy phase for gold. It is it's 2 gold to buy one, and you can own 2 dice plus however many regions you have to a potential of 5. So let's go fight this guy. There's no upkeep, obviously, for the first phase. That's the order phase. We'll go ahead and fulfill this. This is attack a soldier. And we'll roll. And the dice box here. That's a 4, so that does 1 point of damage. And he has 4 hit points. I guess really they'll stay there. We'll move to buy. I don't buy anything. And the hero moves. So I'll play a couple more turns and come back. We're a few turns in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 or 7. I now have 4 dice. I've conquered 2 of the territories. What I was trying to do is get enough square resources to buy these 2 guys, but I need enough gold also. You can put 2 creatures on a space to fight the hero. I think I'm just going to spend all 3, and I spent 3 squares and a gold, and I'm going to buy the golem. And I'll put him here. That completes the buy phase, and we'll move on to the hero phase. So he moves, or I guess it moves and flips up here. So this is Gore. It's a handsome devil. So Gore, the golem is going to try to defend off Gore there. And he gets to roll 3 dice. The creatures I didn't mention earlier, they're one-time use. So he tries to attack him, or he attacks him, he tries to hurt him, and then he goes away. So this will be the first attack against the hero. His defense is 11 against the 3. And we just squeaked that out. So that has 11 damage. He takes 1 damage of his 3. And the column goes away. So hopefully I can get something pretty powerful up there. 11's pretty... It's not a terrible roll. So we'll play a couple more. So I was hoping to have something valiant to report, but I do not. The Wolfman and Lizard Man tried to stop Gore here on the danger space, and combined with their 3 dice, they rolled a 6. Did no damage. He gets into the lair with 2 health still. So that's it. I didn't play especially well this time. I think this is my 4th time playing, and I've won it twice, and I guess now lost twice. Like I said, I think it won one of the Board Game Geek print and play like single page awards for, I don't know if it was last year. It must have been last year. But like I said, excellent, very fun, light, fast. I think even with taping, this took me about 8 minutes, 10 minutes. Quite good. This wasn't part of the package, but there's a nice little JPEG here that I put in my baggy sleeve. So again, that's Oh My Lair.